Oh wow. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi Rose, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Hi Chinmai.
Hi, Finda. How are you?
Fine. Hi Shanu. Looks like Shruti dropped off. So we're gonna start at 1. I apologize for sending the invite a bit early.
This is actually the right time,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
It's almost 2 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
At least that's what I had on my calendar. So
Yeah, this is almost the right time. I was just like, I was shocked everyone started joining. I was like, oh, you all
means
are ready.
we're anxious. We're ready.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
hi, Shanu.
Hi. Hey, Rose. I think this is the first time we're speaking.
Shanu, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Okay, when are you leaving?
4th of August.
4th of
So,
August. Okay, cool.
yeah, 1 month.
Did you check with
Yeah.
your advisor about
Uh, about Grace Hopper, yeah, she
mhm.
said we apply once we actually get on campus. So,
Okay.
yeah, so she said she'll let me know about that.
All right, great. Perfect.
Yeah. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, I think it will. They try to get
Yeah.
everybody who's never gone first. So,
Oh, okay, they do that. Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
So let me try to invite. I saw Shruti was on the call and she dropped off. So let me try and re-invite her.
Is Anike um, going to join?
Yeah, he said he would join, but he's gonna come later in
Okay.
the conversation since he had a slight conflict. But most of the team was able to meet at
Okay,
this
great.
moment. So let me re-invite him too. So let's give the students a couple of minutes, and then who else? Oh, there's Shruti.
There she is.
Hi, Shruti. How are you?
Let me see. Let me type in here. She may not have her mic, or she.
Hi, can you hear me? This is Shruti.
Hi, Shruti. We can
Yay.
hear you.
Hi.
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 Then double check. I think Kristen was saying she said she could make it. 1 second, guys.
Okay.
Um, hi, Nike.
Hi, Anike. I'll let him know.
So yeah, let me send one last invite out. And then we can get started.
Now we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Nike.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, good morning, everyone. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's
um,
evening. It's evening down here.
oh, okay.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started due to time. And I don't want to keep you guys for too long. I like to start with video, so I'm gonna start with some video. All right. All right. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. This is our week 6 mini demo, and I just have a couple announcements, and then we can get started. So I just wanted to remind everyone to continue to think about the potential of having volunteers testing your apps. I definitely know a couple of you would be excited to, and just to let you know we're out there and that they'll be your primary user. So definitely consider that. Also, Peace Corps will be joining us in some of our conversations. So I just wanted to get you guys to make sure that your documentation is on point, and if there's ways that you can, have maybe something simple that maybe someone who like a simple doc just explaining how far you are, that would be great too. But just keep working hard, and just to give you a heads up that Core will be becoming more involved in our conversations. Another thing is committing in code reviews for the mentors. This is just a reminder to please do your code reviews on GitHub, and then when you guys are ready and believe that your mentee's code was ready to be committed, simply +1 it and Rose will commit the code. And then lastly, I don't know if you guys got it, I started posting to Podio for our weekly emails, just to encourage everyone to continue to use it as our base of conversations. We are working with open source documentation, so we want to encourage people the ability to pick up our code or our work and to understand it and to even contribute to it and feel comfortable that they helped move this project further. And of course, I always stress and continue, Anike, Shruti, or anyone on the team, after Google Summer Code, if you're definitely interested in continue on the project, please feel free to do so. So those are my announcements, and so I'm going to turn off the camera. So what we'll have next is Shruti will give us a bi-weekly mini demo, or just a quick update about how things are going, lessons learned, how you are in terms of your timeline, any comments or concerns or suggestions.
Hello, everyone. Yeah. So this week, I don't have much to demonstrate. I can just show you the app once more. You can hear me, right? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just share the simulator. Give me a second. So this is the setup screen. The customization is of course left, but this is the basic screen. I have set the weekly medication here. And once I press done, I get to the first pill tracker page. This is this is the page view controller that has all the 3 screens, the pill tracker 1, 2, and 3. Here we'll have images of the tabs, which are something like uh, in the demo in the mock-up. Now because I have already used this application, it is showing 10th of July. Today is 3rd, and this is weekly medication, so the next medication should be taken on 10th of July. So once the user will press the right button, it will change to the next state. So this is basically it. So the flow is ready. We have all the tabs, but the screens will obviously be different. So this will be the second pill tracker, and the next will be the third pill tracker. Uh, and here will be the info hub. This is just an image. So what I basically did in the last 2 weeks is complete the flow of the application and uh, work on the code basically. So yesterday only I had sent out a pull request, and I'll be working on the comments that my mentors have given. Um, yeah, about the timeline, I was lagging behind because there were issues which are taking more time, so I have adjusted it accordingly because I had a lot of buffer to account for all the delays. And according what challenges I'm facing, it's basically that I'm new to iOS development, and my mentors difficult it is getting for me, but they help me a lot, and so I think things will get to place soon. So yeah, that is it for now. Also, I worked on the data model. I had shared it with Anike as well. I'll just share the screen with you. Just a second. Finda, you can tell me if we need to get into these details, or otherwise I can skip it and send a write-up to everybody in that case.
No,
Finda?
definitely feel free to present this.
Okay. So here is yeah, just a second. Yeah. So this is our a very basic diagram of the data model. We have our user. Associated with the user is the medication that we take on the setup screen. The setup time is the time at which the setup screen is set up, or the reminder time that the user puts in. So if he does not put in a time, we directly take whatever. Suppose at 10 o'clock you are setting up your screen, so that becomes your setup time. Then we'll have what last checked in time. That is the time when he logs into the application. And these are the two counts that we need for our further analytics screens. Taken count, that means these many days the person has taken medication, and not taken, it's very self-explanatory. So rest, we have the reminder dates which are associated to the user, because we'll have a set of dates that he has to be reminded on. Related to that date will be the attributes, the date itself, and three variables: whether the medication was taken, it was not taken, or it was missed. Taken means the right button was clicked. No, not taken means the cross button was clicked, and missed was that he just missed the day and did not do anything else. So last time also I explained the model, but I think that it was not very clear. So I preferred making a diagram like this. So yeah, any questions for me?
Mm.
Hello.
No, we hear
Uh,
you.
yeah, I have one question as such. The data model, could you share it again, Shruti?
Yeah. It's
Um,
not there.
why do you have a field for medication taken yes and medication taken no? Instead, couldn't it be combined to one?
Um, yes, it can be. I was trying to make it just more explanatory. Maybe in the final implementation, we can make it as one Boolean variable.
Yeah, it makes more.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I was confused. Yeah, Anike had added these variables, taken count. So why I had taken the three variables was to keep count. So now that we have two variables for count, I don't think we require these two variables. Yeah. So you pointed out a right thing.
Okay.
So you mean, that was my question too. So you mean that you can just say not taken count, and then that way you see there's a taken count and then a not taken count. So that was
Yeah.
my question too. So you
No,
just
no, no.
take
I
the
didn't. Yeah.
taken count, and if you haven't taken it, then you'll do what happens if they didn't take it that day? Does it reset the date, or are they forced to reset their date?
No, no, no. The date. In case of weekly medication,
Mhm.
Suppose you are taking your medication on Monday,
Mhm.
and you next Monday you have to take your medication and you missed it. So till the next Monday comes, your whole date will be set to, the color will be changed to red to indicate that you have missed your medication. And if you suppose you click that no, I have not taken my medication, the cross button, it is reset automatically to the next week, and it's logged that you did not take your medication on this particular day.
Okay.
There's no reset as such. It just changes the label to show you the next date.
And you'll be
I
notified
mean,
if
you don't have to do anything.
yeah, so you don't, but you'll be notified that you have missed a medication, right?
You will not be explicitly notified, but that will be visible in the next analytics screen where I'll show you the mock-up where you have, just a second, I'll show you the mock-up. It will be clear. You
Okay.
see this?
Mhm.
So basically, once all the counts are there, the
Mhm.
person can see here whatever problems are going on and also on the charts.
Okay.
So there will be no notification as such apart from the reminder alarm that has to be there.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I believe so. I think what would be great for the future for a future enhancement would probably be a notification that I missed something. Um, but
Yeah, I think
we're
that
not.
notification, yeah, I think we are having one notification, right? The
Yeah.
time uh, after that remind, we can have this functionality that if after few hours of that reminder also the medication is not taken, we can give him another notification. But in the requirements document, it's written that we have to make it as less intrusive as possible, the application. So I don't know if we have to make this change, we can discuss and add this reminder as well.
Yeah, no problem. Let's stick to what the requirements are, and then that might just be something we can bring up with Peace Corps later on. I take a
Yeah.
daily medication, and I always forget. So it's
Yeah,
always
and in yeah,
I
in
always
case of this,
yeah.
yeah, in case of this application, what for the daily application, daily medication. Suppose today is Monday and you missed your medication. Tomorrow it
Mhm.
will show Tuesday, and you will not know that yesterday you missed your medication unless you go to the analytics screen.
Okay. Yeah. The analytics screen is the where you actually see all of your missed
Yeah,
medication.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That's fine. Thank you.
yeah.
Does anyone have any other questions for Shruti? All right. So next is Anike.
Yeah, can we all hear me? Huh?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, it's very cool down here. The weather is very bad, so I'm feeling cool. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, for the past 1 week and this week, I've not really done much much to say. Last week I did more of code optimization, my testing and documentation, but they're not yet fully done. Also, I was able to successfully merge my current code to the sisters and master repository on GitHub. And this week I've been working on my analytic page. Okay, this is the first screen that we all that you should see by default when you log into the app after you have finished setting up your time and medication that you're taking. And after this screen, let me say, okay, currently I'm working on my first analytics screen where the user can see the details of what he has been doing over time, like medicine last taking, doses in a row, and adherence to medicine. It's still a work in progress. But I would like to demo I'd like to show how my reminder functionality, how it works. Okay, like let me say, like if you see the screen, the buttons are already showing that I'm not taking my medication for today, and it should kind of remind me again, maybe later on today. But let me manually set time, and so I can see how it works. So let me say, let me go back. Okay, let me change my time. Let me change my time maybe to okay, let me what's wrong. Go back in. Yeah, sorry, I can change my alarm time so that we can see how it works. Maybe let me change it to 7:58, so it can pop out the alarm reminder in by the next minute. Let me do this. So let me go to 5:58, 7:58. That's time down here. Okay. Set down. Yeah. If this app is closed, let me close it, and let me say I'm doing other things on my app, on my phone. Okay, I can check. Yeah, it means that, let me say, I've taken my if I check, I've taken for today. And if you come back to the medicine last taken, you can see the time, the date of your last time taking medication. And if I close and get back to it, okay. Okay. Yeah. So you can see it is still asking me whether if I'm taking my medication for today. This kind of a pop-up reminder kind of function. And since I've already taken my app, I can click not taking, and if I click taking, it still shows it has already updated that I've taken my my medication already. So have you taken your drug today? Yes, I've taken my drug today. I can still continue, and with that, it can't disturb me again for today since I've already checked it before. And so tomorrow, if I come back tomorrow and I've not taken my drugs, things alerts me of whether if I've taken or not the following day. If I have chosen the snooze option, it would have snoozed and maybe to delay the time and remind me in the next 10 minutes. Also, if I click not taking, nothing will happen in the app. It will wait for me till I check again, or till I check the buttons again. So basically, I've not done much. Last week was more of code optimization and merging my current code to GitHub, and also I was able to share the like Shruti showed us the data model. Yes, I discussed with her and we came up. She came up with that, and I also added to what she presented. So this week we are really trying to maybe also keep up with what we have already, and also to have a kind of a side-by-side comparison of our work, so that the iOS and the Android app will look exactly the same. So that's what we are really working on. Okay, I think that's all I have to say. Yeah.
So does anyone have any questions or comments or concerns?
I have a few questions. So that is what I was asking Shruti about, the reminder. So what is the workflow? Can you explain that to me? Does someone open the app, and if they have not taken it, it automatically pops up something that they have to press to see that reminder?
Okay. No, you don't necessarily need to press anything for the reminder to show. As far as you have set up your medication at the first install screen, and also set the time you want the app to remind you, every time that time reaches, the notification pops out and asks you the question whether you have taken your medication for the day. So you have to now, you have options of clicking not taking, taking, or you delay the time you want the reminder to pop up again. So I set it manually because I wanted to show it here, but it should have been that it should have shown the time that I already set when I installed the app. But I manually did it here so that we can all see how it works. So you don't need to set it yourself. It's once you do it on the first install screen, it automatically comes up every time.
So what is the snooze? How far along can I do the snooze?
Okay, this snooze works every 10 minutes. It delays for 10 minutes.
Okay.
For 10 minutes, yeah.
And are you all using the images, or did you extract the images? Do you still need those from the graphic design?
Yes, and we're able to, I and Shruti, we're able to extract it from the Illustrator files given to us. So we are using the resources from the ones given to us. Yeah.
Okay. So you all have that. That's fine. That's great.
Yeah.
What about the logo on the dashboard? Shouldn't that be a Peace Corps logo? Just keeping the UI in mind.
Yeah, the logo. Yeah, we were able to see. We also saw the.
Hello? We lost Anika? Okay.
Oh, Anika, can you repeat what you said?
Yeah.
Peace Corps logo. The Peace Corps logo is in the resource files given to us. We are able to extract it, but it's not yet included in this current UI now.
Okay. All right. That's something to think about too. And I heard you say that you and Shruti are going to work together with a presentation, Finda, just like the other team did, side by side on what the screens look like and how the behavior are for Android and iOS.
Yeah.
Yes, I sent them a link of the other teams, and I asked if they could get that to us at least by the next bi-weekly demo, hopefully before, but no later than that.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's great. Thank you. That's all my questions. Sorry.
So does anyone else have any questions, comments, or concerns? Anike, how long are you concerning your timeline? Are you on schedule? Are you a bit behind? How long are you? We can't hear you.
I said I'm on schedule. I'm currently working on this week's task. I'm on schedule. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. Rose mentioned that she had a couple announcements for us. So thank you, Anike, for your presentation, and also thank you, Shruti. And I'll give the floor to Rose.
So I am scheduling regular meetings with Peace Corps. Can you hear me? I'm scheduling regular meetings with Peace Corps every Wednesday. Next week we are actually going to do Peace Track because they are actually working on a whole bunch of scenarios, but the data is really very complex. So we're going to actually have some time. Take some time and have, we're only going to discuss Peace Track. And I want to actually give you all an opportunity to present the work that you have done to Peace Corps as well. So work with Finda to understand where you are, what you want to present, how your demo for each iOS and Android, and what date that looks like. And Finda, I'd really like it to keep it on a Wednesday because we are going to take up a lot of their time on for Peace Corps every Wednesday here on out. And I want to get in there. We do have 2 other Peace Corps projects as well. Another thing is I am also working with the org admins. We haven't really figured it out when. But we're shooting for August 9th, so save that date, August 9th, to where we will kind of demo all of our projects that we worked on this summer. It does not have to be, complete. It actually is just taking something that you have really had challenges with and then showcasing what you did to actually get it to work. And it could be just something as simple as navigating from one screen to the next or displaying a message or what have you. And each person will take about 15 minutes, so think about that. And then we'll have some Q&A time. I want you to think of this as, what is the one thing that I had so much trouble with, but I actually fixed it and had a lot of help from my mentors, and it worked out really well. It could be something very small, but in the same time, something that you've learned and was very impactful for you. I just want us to take the time to really highlight some of this stuff. All of these projects are really complex, and you all have done an amazing job. And then you're working with Peace Corps, who again is also learning as they're going as well. So there's a lot of challenges. Don't worry about the timeline, and I'll talk about that a little bit in just a second. But save the date. August 9th is our target date. It is a Saturday. And I will send out a doodle to the entire team, to everyone, to figure out what's the best time. I'm thinking it's a 2-hour mark, but it would be great to have everybody on board to, just kind of help each other out, especially the mentors. And they don't have to be there exactly the time. We'll try to schedule it so that everybody has their own time. And then that way the mentors can jump on or jump off when they need to. But I think it's very important for your technical mentors to be there so that they can help you answer questions if there are questions coming from around the world. So think about that. And we'll do Peace Corps first so that in that first hour we'll do Peace Corps projects first. I think it's important to do that so that they don't have to stay on for the rest of, but they're more than happy to do that. Again, August 9th, that's the date that we're targeting. Everyone did really well on their midterms. I appreciate all the hard work that you put into it, a lot of the unknowns. You just pressed through, but I really appreciate all the hard work that you've done so far. And this goes out to the mentors as well. You are giving your time and your guidance and your expertise, and the students really benefit from that as well as everybody else does. So thank you to the students, and big thank you to the mentors who take that time out to help you. The last thing is that even though we are wrapping up the program at the end of August, probably the 22nd, I think is the last day, I want you to remember that you can still continue working on it, and I highly, highly encourage you to continue working on this until you have completed at least a workable version of your application. This would really go a long way for you as a student to have this particular project as part of your portfolio, and then to have the Peace Corps actually give you some type of acknowledgement for the work that you've done. So consider that. I know that you're probably starting school in August or September. If anyone ever has any questions, your teachers or anything like that, and they have questions about this particular project, or you need a letter of endorsement, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. Just let me know ahead of time so that I can work on it. And I like to give quality rather than just a rush job. So I think that's about it, and I appreciate Fenda for taking the lead on the project manager. As a project manager, I work with all of the project manager, and believe me, it's a lot of work in addition to making sure the schedules and reporting out to Peace Corps. There's a lot of back-end work that we all do, but I appreciate Fenda taking this on. You had an advantage. The Peace Track team actually utilizes Finda's volunteer experience quite a bit. So she's been quite helpful for the other team, but you've had the experience of having her on the team. So thank you, Finda, for taking on that role. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of work, but it's been good work. And I appreciate all the work you've done and put into it. Anybody have any questions for me? And if you don't have any questions just right now, if you ever have questions, always send me an email. If you need to chat, I'm always available. Just give me a little time to, get up, make some time. I've been on vacation this whole week, which has been nice. But this, to me, when I do Google Summer of Code, it's really part of my volunteer portion that I do every year as well. Very meaningful to me and very close to my heart, and has been for a lot of us sisters who have been doing this for a while. So I appreciate all the hard work that you've done. Okay, that's it, Linda. Thank you so much for the time.
Okay. And thank you, Rose, for the opportunity on behalf of all of us. We really appreciate it, and this is a great networking opportunity, and like you said, it's a resume building opportunity, so I feel like we're all winning and learning from just being a part of Google Summer of Code this year. So I have nothing
Absolutely.
else to report, but does anyone else have any closing comments or statements or concerns?
You know what? I have this tool that I want to pass along to you that is just the most incredible thing. What is it? Nikki, let me just pass this along. And people are using so many different tools to help them with just the project alone. So I'll send it to you if I can't find it right now, but I'll send it to you. Hold on just a second. Meeting minutes. And Finda, please don't forget to update your portion of the
The website.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
This is absolutely the most incredible thing I've seen in a while, and so I always like to pass along cool stuff. But all you have to do is use that Google worksheet that they have, and then it spews out this incredible timeline, this graphical display. So you may want to just try it out. You don't have to do it for this one or redo everything that you've done, but just try it out. It's pretty cool. And it has the instructions on there. So one of the other, I think Sheila actually used this as part of her timeline too, so it was pretty cool to see that. I was like, whoa, get out of here. That's awesome. So just passing along. I think we're going to use this next year. So that's it.
Chinmayi, did you have a comment or question?
No. I just wanted to add, I think the UN Women also uses the same tool. I think I've seen that there.
Yeah. There's one team, the Portal team is actually using Asana, which everyone else is using Podio because they got started on their PM stuff much earlier than we did. I don't know if you've ever used Asana, but it's pretty cool as well. We're going to be sizing up the stuff that everyone has been using. And they're doing Python to Django, which comes with Sphinx documentation, automatic Sphinx documentation. I don't know if you have that. You ever used that before, but we're definitely looking at something across the board because we do have mobile and web projects that we're looking at for next year as well. So if you know of any automated documentation, that would be great if you could pass those along. And always pass along stuff that you come across to the rest of the team, to the entire. You can do it on the list or you can do it to just each other. It's always helpful because that's how we learn of all of these things. We all do. So.
All right, cool. So now it's about over here. My time is like 1:36, but 2:36 East Coast and probably what 7:36 where Nikkei is. And Shruti, I'm not sure what time it is, but of course it's something 36. So I just
12:06.
12. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I have an idea. I don't know how well it
Okay.
would work. I go back and forth with my app, and every time I find another bug. I mean, some problem. I just keep documenting it. So I think Anike can also do that, and we can share it so that if there are some, we can just go through and check out for common bugs because the logic that we'll be using is same. Most of it is same. So whether it's a UI
Yeah.
or a logical bug, we can have a document and we can have a status that whether it's fixed or not, and we can just keep looking at it and just testing out our app for those things.
That's a good idea.
Just
One of the other students actually just, what is it? Ronnie actually just completed part of her design document, her software design document, and she's doing a data modeling document as well. And she's doing the web piece for both the malaria and the peace track. And we have never tested the malaria piece, right? The info hub.
Yeah.
Right? You have an info hub as part of the malaria. So that's something the other team has been working really close with her, but I'm not sure if your Finda, your team has worked any because she actually created some JSON, and I'm actually going to update the test server with her code so that everybody can access it. So that's a piece that we probably need to put in the timeline, an integration piece that we probably need to take into consideration.
Yeah.
And she's going to submit a PR to GitHub for her document, and as soon as she does, I'll just pass it out to your team so that you can look, so that you can review it as well.
okay.
And
I
then
forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Rose, could you send me her email that she like checks frequently? I can send it out to
Yes.
Anike in the team and
Okay.
Shruti and everyone.
All
Uh,
right. I think.
a small suggestion. If Shruti and Anike are working on bugs, why don't they use the issue tracker on the GitHub as well to put the bugs out? So that is open to everyone, right?
Yes, do that, please. If we do code reviews or any issues, that's a good point. Please use GitHub so that everybody can follow along.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's Ronnie's email address, everyone. Make sure, and Finda, make sure she's actually, when you start doing the info hub, make sure that she's included in the invite as well, because she's actually completed the piece on the web portion. It's actually pretty cool. And maybe she's in India, so maybe she can work with each of you to, she could do a quick demo for you both, for all of you, at least the students. So.
Cool. All right. Thank you all for coming today. Is that the last? I see. Like Chimaya, did you have any comments?
No.
Okay, cool. So I thank you all for meeting today, coming together for our biweekly mini demo. I took some small notes, but this meeting is also being recorded for later review. And I hope, today's Thursday, so tomorrow is Friday, but I'll be sending out another weekly email via Podio, and just encourage you all to continue working hard and doing the great job that you guys are doing. And thank you all for coming together for this meeting.
Thank you, Brenda. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.